they are cooked. Oh my goodness. So y'all know how I try to warn black people of the conditioning that we have here in this country. When it comes to, post-traumatic slave syndrome, a great book, recommended, linked below. I let people understand that, hey, there's a certain conditioning that many of us have due to generational trauma. And, anytime y'all try to bring some nonsense my way, something that's absolutely trite, I hit y'all with the Spider-Man 2 quote.
There are bigger things happening here than me and you.
There are a group of people that I think many of us are unaware that are even more heavily conditioned than we are. And those group of people are going to be white people. Now, not all white people, mind you. As I've said before, there's a hierarchy when it comes to the ignorance, right? You have the elites, then you have the propagandists, then you have the rest of society. So the best way to understand between the elite white ignorant and then the propagandist white ignorant is that the elite don't have podcasts.
Damn.
They don't have podcasts. They own the podcast, right? So a Tucker Carlson would be a propagandist, a white ignorant propagandist. Now, a Rupert Murdoch would be an elite. So when you have a Tucker Carlson, their job is to then propagandize the rest of society. And this goes back into the LBJ quote. This is a quote that I always bring up because it's always relevant. It is the reason why this country is in the predicament that it is in today. Now, let's do a little recap, just so we understand. These people voted for Donald Trump, right? And one of the main reasons was that, hey, we got to get these brown people out of here. We got to get these illegals out of here. Get them out of here. What has that led to? We now have farmers who are in a crisis right now. They're like, hey, Trump, we need some help.
And I've never been as worried as I am now about whether or not my kids and grandkids will be able to carry on.
All this time, they were praising and laughing and, giggling about, Latinos getting, deported and their families being removed, all this. Now, in the meantime, between time, they don't have workers for their fields.
Mr. Trump, you looked at me, sir, and you said, I love you. Mr. Trump, I need to see the fruit of your love.
A shortage of farm workers is forcing many farms to automate or liquidate.
They don't have workers for the fields. You couple that with the tariff situation. Now we have inflation. Now they're crying. They're like, yo, we need help. That's what we need. We need help. We didn't expect all this.
King says Colorado's loss of farms is Mexico's gain. Onions, one example. He says Colorado used to have 30,000 acres of onions. It now has 3,000.
What does that lead to? Now that leads to higher prices in the grocery stores. And what did they say? What did they tell white people? I don't mind paying higher prices as long as it's in America. This is the conditioning, right? The propagandists, the elites, because in all this, in everything that's happening, the only people who win from all this division, is the elites. The propagandists win to an extent, because there is going to be some impact on them, but they give the propaganda to the rest of the idiots out there, the rest of the ignorance.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Now where does that lead us? That leads us to Doge. Doge was just firing people left and right. Just nonchalantly just destroying people's lives. Majority of those jobs were white people.
I was a MAGA junkie.
A MAGA junkie who thought her government job would be safe with Donald Trump in office. She was wrong.
I cried. It's scary, it's a really scary thing. And I was embarrassed.
They have managed to destroy the country due to their bigotry and racism. And it's hurting them. But because they're like, well, I'm white, they believe that insulates them from everything that's happening. They can be poor, but they believe, well, because I'm white and poor, it's not the same thing as being black and poor.
Are you retarded?
This is why I say when it comes to these people, bruh, you can't help but laugh in certain cases because you have them talking about per capita. What is currently going on right now? Government shutdown. Government shutdown. Do you think Rupert Murdoch and the white elites are hurt by the government shutdown? Do you think the elite white ignorants are hurt? No. Do you even think the propagandists are hurt? No. Who is going to be hurt? The vast majority of white people, which are not upper or elite class white people. These are everyday white people. They're the ones that are going to get hurt. When I talk about, hey, there are over 17 million white people that are going to be kicked off of SNAP benefits. They're not going to be able to provide for their family. What did they tell you? What did they tell you? Well, Lucas, per capita, more black people are on SNAP than white people.
What?
They're telling you that they're going to be suffering, but more black people.
Beta!
How does that benefit them? This is something that I bring up. How did a per capita help Charlie Kirk? You had Matt Walsh talking about, well, per capita, black people are way more violent. How did that help Charlie Kirk? How does per capita, more black people being on SNAP, help the 17 million white people? And now, you just recently, we had Halloween. What were all these people dressed up as? You had a bunch of white women dressed up in blackface. Now, do I think that's, appalling, sickening? 100%. But at the end of the day, how does blackface impact my income? How does blackface impact your income? I'm just curious, right? Was there any black person who saw any of these posts or any of these women? Some of them actually have black mothers. That's a different video all entirely. But did any of the posts when you saw them doing blackface, did your credit score go down when you saw these ignorants doing blackface? No, I don't know. Did it? Did you lose money off of your paycheck, right? When you saw these idiots doing blackface? But think about that. They're doing this to attack us. And we're just like, bruh, I don't get it. You're in a very, very troubling situation. Birth rates, mental health, when it comes to income, stagnant incomes, all of this. And y'all over here doing blackface. And I'm just like, they really have got them conditioned. And you have to understand, that's the only way we get to where we are, is if a good chunk of this country is conditioned to the Neanderthal caveman mindset, which is black person bad, white person good. So if you take it from that Neanderthal lens, what does that allow them to do? That gives them a blank check on white people. As long as, it hurts black people, right? It'll be white poverty bad, but black poverty good. So if per capita there are more black people who are going to be in trouble, that's good for them. Even though there's raw numbers, more of them are going to be impacted. They don't care. White death, bad. Black death, good. But if police per capita are targeting, black people, then that's good. Even though raw numbers, they're being killed off, crazy, left and right. So what they have managed to do is to fool these people into getting hustled. That's what they've managed to do. Where do you think that comes from? It comes from the top. All of this per capita, most of these people don't know what per capita means. They just see it as a way to trigger black people. You can look at the comments, right? Elon Musk. Do you think Elon Musk cares about, the white country, cares about the white majority, cares about these people day in and day out, their lives? No, of course not. Like I said, the elites don't have podcasts. They may go on a podcast every once in a while. They may do an interview. They don't have podcasts. So they leave these white ignorants to propagandize to their ignorant bases. So now you got Bubba, who's in Arkansas, about to get kicked off of his welfare. His EBT is about to be declined. And I'm asking him, hey, Bubba, doesn't this alarm you that you are about to be kicked off of your EBT? And he responds, no, because per capita, there are more black people on EBT than white people. And it leaves me perplexed because I'm like, how does that help you, though? How does black people per capita help you? You're still going to get kicked off, though. You understand that? And then Bubba responds, well, per capita, the black people in Chicago, all right, there was like 10 deaths over the weekend. And once again, it leaves me in a baffled state because I'm like, how does black people, black on black crime in Chicago impact your life in, Arkansas, in this rural area in Arkansas? Why do you know all these black statistics about education and crime and abortion and welfare? Do you know any white statistics? Do you know what your current situation's in? And Bubba is obviously left dumbfounded because he doesn't. Bubba's looking at me going, no, but 1350.
You are a fucking idiot.
It really just puts things in perspective when it comes to many of these people. Because it's just like, you guys have gotten hustled. Now, I know black people have gotten hustled, but you guys have really gotten hustled. You guys are, it's mind-blowing how screwed over you guys are getting. They are utilizing your racism and your bigotry to destroy you. Do you not get that? Y'all gonna go extinct before anyone else.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
And your racism isn't going to save you. It's actually harming you. There was a post where they were like, hey, if you can't feed them, don't breed them, all right? The government isn't your baby daddy. And I'm like, I get it, right? I get it. Because once again, black person bad, white person good. So they view like government assistance as through a black lens. So any type of government assistance they hear is going to be cut off is like, good, yeah, let the Negroes, work. That's what should be happening. And it's like, Bubba, you're on EBT. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you are on this government assistance that's about to be shut off? Bubba, do you understand that you're in government housing? Do you get that? That what's about to be shut off? And it goes right past them, man. It really goes right past them. And I don't know what to tell you, bro. They cooked. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, Lucas, you're just racist. Okay, you just hate white people. That's what it is. Or if you have belief, no, it's become grossly apparent that you hate you. That is white people who hate white people. That's what's becoming apparent. And apparently me calling this out makes me the bad guy. And I'm just like, you're going off a cliff. Do you understand that? And I'm not even driving, bruh. You're driving off the cliff while talking about black on black crime. Okay. Anyways, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me Thursday through Saturday, Disagreement Day. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this and subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.